Many organizations have come to understand the experiences that LGBTQ+ individuals face in the workplace and have created specific policies to be more inclusive. Though creating workplace policies are a great first step, it's important for these policies to be enacted appropriately by managers as well as employees to create safe and inclusive workplaces for transgender individuals. So what can companies and colleagues do to create this environment for transgender individuals, particularly as it pertains to gender and pronoun use? 1. Start by educating ourselves about the use of pronouns. In school, we were taught about the use of pronouns in a binary manner: he, she for individuals, and they, them for plural. But this language needs to be updated to include the use of they, them pronouns for individuals who identify as non-binary, genderqueer, gender fluid, or whoever chooses to use these pronouns. 2. Do not make assumptions about what pronouns a person uses. Know that just because someone presents a particular way does not mean they use the pronouns we assume they do. 3. If you're unsure of someone's pronouns, ask. Try one of these options. Hey, what are your pronouns? What pronouns do you use? I was just wondering how you'd like me to address you. I just want to make sure I'm using the correct language to refer to you. Note, we should avoid using language around preference. Pronouns are not a preference, they are a requirement. Also note that only asking people who may appear to be transgender can in itself be problematic, so it's best to get in the habit of asking everyone. 4. Start with yourself. An even easier way to start a conversation about pronouns in comparison to asking someone is to start with yourself, especially if you are cisgender. If you identify with the gender you were assigned at birth, i.e. assigned male at birth and continue to identify as a male and typically use he, him pronouns. We can do this by introducing ourselves with our names and pronouns, then give the other person the opportunity to do so as well. Doing this in a group setting where everyone states their name and pronouns, regardless of gender identity, can help to make the experience less tokenizing for trans people in the room. In the workplace, this can be done with icebreaker activities that include everyone introducing themselves with names and pronouns. Giving pronouns first, so it's not required for others to ask, is another good approach. In the workplace, pronouns can be added to profiles and other public spaces. For example, in email signatures, in profiles such as Slack or other company communication programs, on name tags during events, etc. 5. Names are incredibly important. Not every trans person has legally changed their name, so it's important that they're able to use their chosen name at work and that name is respected. Not only should this name be used by their managers and colleagues, but they should be able to use this name in documentation like work emails and business cards. And 6, be aware of gendered language. Pronouns are not the only important aspects of gendered language. Some examples of regular use of gendered language include good morning ladies or you guys, and even using what we may think is more inclusive, like ladies and gentlemen, is important to be conscious of because it does not include anyone who falls outside of the binary. Here are some examples of more gender-inclusive language. Instead of you guys, try you all, y'all, folks, friends, everyone, people. Instead of dude, man, and bro, well, how about we just ditch those? No replacement necessary. Instead of ladies and gentlemen, try everyone, folks, or nothing at all. Instead of men and women, try people, employees, or workers. And instead of sir and ma'am, try nothing at all.